Greetings, your My Money Matters coach here, and today's topic is on the tricks of opportunity. Okay, and so once a month I work on my mindset. I take a week off from everything that I'm doing as far as I'm learning, and I focus on my mindset. So this last week I got back to Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And one of the chapters that stood out to me was about the tricks of opportunities. So we're going to be speaking on that today. And so the first thing I want to leave you with is one of the tricks of opportunity is opportunity has a way of slipping in, sneaking in, disguised as misfortune or temporary defeat, temporary setbacks, and whatnot. So think of a time where you were on a mission, on a vision, and you were temporarily stopped, right? You had some misfortune, you may have had some temporary defeat, and you stopped, right? So in order to drive what the tricks of opportunity looks like, they started with a story. And so the story was about this man during the gold rush. He believed that he was going to become really wealthy by being one of the first people out to the gold rush. So he took his family, they invested everything they had into some some gold drilling supplies. So he went over, he struck the gold, right? And so he was able to make a profit. And so he kept going and he kept going, but eventually it seemed like it had dried up. He kept digging and he kept digging, and eventually it seemed like it had dried up. So he quit. A few years later, I think he ended up selling his machinery and somebody bought it. And so the person who bought it went back to the same site and he kept on drilling. And basically, if the original person would not have given up, he was only 3 feet away from the next gold reservoir that would have increased his finances, but he gave up. So I want you to think of how many times in your life have you been met with misfortune or what looks like defeat, right? And so many people fail to recognize opportunity, right? Most of the times, if you listen to rich, wealthy people, you will hear how their determination and tenacity came from when either one, they were at rock bottom, or two, they went through some misfortune. Okay, so when you make a habit of quitting and giving up, then you make a habit of missing your opportunities. Okay, something else so again, when you make a habit out of quitting and giving up, you make a habit out of missing the opportunity of success. Okay, and so one of the things that you should try doing the next time that you encounter some temporary defeat, right? Some misfortune, while you were on your path, your mission, and you want to give up. Instead of giving up, they say you should seek counsel, right? So go to someone who has what it is that you are going after, somebody who is where it is you're trying to be, right? But go to someone that has that experience and allow them to give you, some guidance to help you get to what you are going to get, right? And so if I look at the opportunity, so one of my sacred women friends, shout out to Mother Aim High, Queen Imana. She put me on to a lot of things. So, and she always brought me something that I needed in my life. So the first thing that she brought to me was Sacred Woman by Queen Afua. So she brought the book. She started womb circles and whatnot. And this was back in 2005 or 2006. And so fast forward, 10 years later, about 10, 11 years later, I actually did the rites of passage with Queen of Fu and became a sacred woman practitioner, a sacred womb yoga dance practitioner, and many other things. And so around the time that I graduated, I had a few misfortunes, and so I did not get discouraged. I kept being optimistic, and I was, I of course received something more than what I lost. So also during this time, my sister friend brought to me investing. She brought to me Bitcoin, and at that time in my life, even though I was asking for abundance, to be wealthy, and to be able to generate $1 million before I'm 40, even though I asked for these things, I still wasn't ready to put myself in a position to get there. And so I try to do the Bitcoin or the investing on my own, but I will always end up back at square one. And it wasn't until I decided to seek counsel from someone who was where I was trying to be. It wasn't until I obtained a millionaire mentor, billionaire mentors. It wasn't until I, looked at these tricks of opportunities, and I just said, no, I will succeed, and I'm going to do what I need to do to get there. So excuse the noise, y'all. My baby is playing with her little ball kit. But one thing I need everybody to know is before success always comes failure or defeat. Let me say that again. Before success is always failure and defeat, okay? So remember the next time when you feel like that you failed or that you did not succeed, remember you were right before the biggest opportunity in your life. So if you have been somebody who have been tuning in with me and getting your mindset right on becoming an investor, on becoming your own bank, right? If you have been tuning in, then I want you to know that there is another opportunity for you to come learn about what it's like to have access to elite wealth circles, okay? So tonight we're going to be doing the opportunity call, okay, in order to be abundance, or to retire young and to become a six-figure trader or investor. You need to have multiple streams of income. And so tonight is just about that. Tonight is just about multiple streams of income. Tonight you are going to learn about how you can get the bag at least 3 ways, okay? 1 through making exchanges in the foreign exchange market. 2 is by moves to be made in the cryptocurrency field, and lastly is binary options, money in minutes, okay? And the last actually is 4 ways you'll be learning. And also, if you want to become an independent business owner, then you can learn about residual and passive income. So 2021, it's time for us to get the bag, okay? A lot of things are lining up in the stars, a lot of things are lining up in the markets, and you should get a position to receive the abundance that is out here. Okay, so tap in to become part of the greatest transfer of wealth generationally ever, okay? And again, so tonight we're going to be meeting at 9 p.m. at yes2forex.tv. Again, we're going to be live at 9 p.m. on yes2forex TV. My wonderful master mentor, Miss Bitcoin Mommy, Miss China Bethany, is even though she's on tour right now on Bitcoin over Birkin, she is stopping what she is doing to lead the call. So if you want to meet her and come by and get some gems dropped tonight, you don't want to miss it. Again, that's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you all then, and remember, don't be tricked by opportunity, because it comes disguised as defeat, failure, and misfortune.